Alright, before this video starts, this is what my shirt actually says, but on camera it cuts off the bottom part of it, so I promise I'm not a weirdo, okay? Anyway, back to the video. Hello, Beatlemaniacs. Today I will be making a tier list of every Beatles album cover. Yes, I said album cover, so this is not ranking the albums, just the covers. So keep that in mind. Right here is the tier list I will be using. You might notice that there's two B tiers, and that's because a lot of these are probably going to end up in B tier, so I just made it two separate ones. Anyway, that's kind of all I need to explain, and I think we can get into it. Okay, to start we have Please Please Me. There's the album right there. It's iconic. I mean, you got them hanging over the balcony, smiling at you. They even did a little parody of it for Let It Be, but then they changed it, but that's another story. I wish this album cover was a little bit more vibrant, but because it's so iconic, I will put it in the B tier. Next is With the Beatles. Remember when I said the last one wasn't vibrant? Well, this one's not vibrant either. You're gonna notice that's a component in where I rank some of these, except some exceptions. You'll see what I'm talking about later. I mean, they're making some goofy faces in this one. I don't really even know what they're trying to do here. I'm gonna put it in the C tier. It's not horrible, but compared to the rest of their great album covers, I don't like it as much. But on the other hand, we have A Hard Day's Night, which is really good. I like this one. It's like one of those photo things you get at the mall, I don't know what they're called, where it has a bunch of different pictures in like a strip. I like it. I think it's pretty vibrant, even though their pictures are in black and white. I think the blue matches them pretty well. I'm gonna put this one in the A tier. Next is Beatles for Sale. This is just a photo of them just looking at the camera. I don't even know where they are in this picture. They're just at some random place, I guess, and they're looking at you kind of weird, and their hair looks not the best, especially George's. He kind of looks like an onion. So I'm gonna put this one in the B- tier. Again, not horrible, but compared to the rest of theirs, it's not amazing. Next is Help. This one is commonly made fun of because none of them are even spelling out the word help except Paul. He's spelling out the little L, but the rest of them are just making random poses. I don't even know what they're trying to do. I will say, I do like their blue costumes matched with the white background. I think it matches pretty well, and I think it's even a pretty funny album cover. Because of that, I'm gonna put it in the B tier. Now we're getting into the later Beatles album cover, starting with Rubber Soul. I really like this one. I like the green, I like the black, even though the album cover does look kind of weird. It looks kind of trippy, but that matches the album pretty well. This is one of the more simple album covers, but I still enjoy it. I think it'll go in the A tier, which might be a little crazy, but I enjoy it. And next we have one of their best album covers, Revolver. Now this one is not simple at all, it's super complex. You got the picture of the four of them, and it's an illustration, and they look kind of weird, and then there's a bunch of other pictures mixed in there, but because it's so complex, that makes it look really good, in my opinion. It's a really well done illustration, I will give that. Even though it's not vibrant, I still think that works well because the illustration is so well done. So because of that, I will put it in the S tier. Next, spoiler warning, this is my favorite one, Sgt. Pepper's, of course. You know how I kept saying how the ones earlier weren't vibrant? Well, this one is super vibrant. I like all the pictures in the back. I like them standing in the front, and I even like how they have the early looking Beatles off to their side. I like it. This will go in the S tier, but above Revolver. Next we have Magical Mystery Tour. We kind of return back to normal. This one's more simple than the other two, but still it's not too bad. I don't know why they're wearing these strange animal costumes, but it matches the album pretty well. It's pretty strange. I like that this one has the tracks listed on them. I think that's a nice addition. And the ones at the top were the EP version or side 1, and the ones at the bottom were side 2 and the ones added later. I like that, but this one will go in the B- tier. I think they have better album covers than this. Competition's high, okay? Now, as I say that, we move on to the White Album. This one's going in D tier, obviously. It's not going in F because I guess it could be worse. I guess it could be like Donda's album cover, but it's just a white screen with the Beatles listed. If you're listening to the White Album, you have to look at this for 30 tracks. Nobody wants to do that. That's boring. But anyway, an Underdog album cover is Yellow Submarine. I actually really enjoy this one. It has them from the animated movie. You got the yellow submarine in the front. I guess some people think there's two different album covers. This is the other one, but I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be using this one for the sake of this video. Even though the album's not very good, I do enjoy this one. Of course, it's very colorful and very cartoony because they are drawn out, of course. This is the second one to do that besides Revolver, except this one's obviously not as complex. I like it. I'm going to put it in the E tier, upper E tier. Next we have Abbey Road, their most famous album cover of all time. It's not their best, even though some people say it is, but I do enjoy how, again, vibrant this album cover is and how simple it is. It's just a picture, but it works. It does everything it kind of needs to. So I'm gonna put it in upper A tier, not S tier, because Revolver and Sgt. Pepper definitely have more effort put into them. This one's just a picture. I don't know why Paul's not wearing shoes though, I did notice that. And finally, we end out on Let It Be. Now, like I said earlier, this one was meant to be that later picture of the recreation of Please Please Me, but then they changed it, and the name too. It used to be called Get Back, but then they changed it. This album cover gets a lot of hate because it's so boring, but I enjoy it. Yeah, it's not vibrant at all, but it kind of fits the mood of the album, I would say. So I will put this one in A tier, right under Abbey Road. And now that is all of the album covers ranked. Here's the full tier list. And if you wanted me to include Past Masters, it would probably go above White Album, but under with the Beatles because it's kind of boring. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little different than normal. And I'll see you later.